What's up, guys? Mikey in the building. I hope you guys had a great day. All right, I was just laughing so hard earlier. Anyways, I'm gonna dive in. Right, I'm gonna talk about NVVE, open, long, phenomenal play. And then I'm gonna go over some other names little by little. Uh, you know, RS, LS, Hub C, right? And I'll kind of break these down. All right. Before I even do this, guys, right? A lot of you guys are probably not gonna understand this, guys. Book, map, guys. I can't tell you this enough. If you don't have it, you're trading blind. Period. This is how you're trading. Okay? And maybe with some candlesticks. Okay, cool. Guys, I have a link. All right? It'll save you 50% off if you sign through Bookmap, right? Bookmap Plus, Global, things like that. It's only going to save you 50% for 3 months, and after that, you're going to be paying full price anyways. All right, I'll have the description, the link in the description, and so on, okay? Before I do this, I'm going to dive in real quick to some daily structure, right? And another hint prior to the names that we traded before, and the name that I just dropped a video on just recently. All right. To me, this was an absorption candle, and eventually it was defended. Somebody stepped up right here towards close and was interested in buying this stock. To me, okay. After that, it's really important to understand what kind of daily you're trading, right? This is a window gap daily, okay? This thing gapped down. This created a window gap, okay? It's very important. I always mark these zones out, all right? So I know where we're trading. I'm aware of what's going on, right? Price action wise, okay? And then after that, I'll start breaking them down into other time frames and see if anything stands out abnormally. All right, so boom. Okay, cool. Diving back into this, guys. This pop right here was so important pre-market. Okay, and then after that, I'll just dive into the book because yeah, this pop, the first initial pop right where I said a buyer was stepping up. Okay, we can dive into here, utilize the book a little bit, and kind of see that the sellers were in control of this move. There is some mix of buying and selling, right? Okay, cool. And then after that, there was this wall, an offer that was used to control the rest of the price action, but then there was also a bidder controlling this, right? I call this the sandwich. Cool, right? It's kind of like the hot dog. This is your bun, and this is the meat. Boom. This is great. Okay, all right, moving forward. This is the pop that I was telling you about. I watch this because I wake up at 4 in the morning and I prepare myself to look at price action. All right, let's break this down. All right, guys, the book, you can utilize this. All right, you can draw stuff on here, mark out some zones potentially, write up some texts. All right, it's cool. All right, so I did this right here as a tiny little book flip, uh, really right here. Okay, popped up, bidder came, but there's just a lot of spoofers going on. A nice front runner, right? Explain this in some other videos, and then this thing came quickly down. Okay, the type of volume that was used for this wasn't really that much. All right, but then how it even was controlled down by the offer side was also that not that much selling, right? It's amazing to watch how the offers are used and the bidders are used, right? People who want to buy the stock supposedly will set limit orders, and this is a front runner. Someone is saying, hey, I'm going to have a limit order over here to sell, you know, at 2149s all the way to 2154 to 2139. Okay, all right, offer runner, right? The beauty about this is, okay, once this started to reclaim, all right, the best ads were even pre-market. It's okay. Mikey will get better at that. It's fine. All right. Once this started to open up, if you kind of even see, they did the similar type of price action or offer and bid control on this. This is very phenomenal. I don't have to guess. I'm also not trading like this. What's going on? Right? It's super important. Okay. Now, as it gets closer to the bell, we kind of see these things start to open up a little bit, and it's very important. We need to break this down. Okay. All right. And you can see that there is actually an appetite on the offer side. Okay. This guy chooses this. They throw in a little bidder right here to help control best bid, right? Now let's zoom out again, okay? This was a beautiful open on this name, okay? This had a weak open, and then it popped up, right? It's very important to understand recent price action. Zoom out, okay? Let's zoom out. Look at the pre-market structure, and then look at the daily. Okay, this is their pre-market structure. All right, this probably faked out so many people, or if anyone tried to short, potentially, I don't know, I wouldn't. Yeah, right. It kind of gives this deceiving. These candles right here. Is this strong? I don't know. Right. Okay. Very important to understand this type of structure, right? If this is being controlled, I have plenty of videos of controlled walkdowns, right? Now we can clearly see it on the book. When price action starts to retest these areas, I want to see if offer runners are being pulled, right? Where are they stacking up again? Is there an appetite? Okay, very important. And then after that, this is a beautiful sideways flag right here. This is where Mikey was soaking. Okay. After that, right, it's super important to see how and what they do on the book. Are these offers getting smashed? After these offers get smashed, are they throwing up bid? This is a nice book flip. A beautiful book flip, and you can see it by reviewing. All right. If you see the offer at 22.50, see it gets chewed. Boom. Book flip. Phenomenal. What was supposedly resistant or supply now became support. Okay. And as you can see, the front side of this move, it just kept chewing through the magnets. I call them magnets, right? Or the offer side. Okay. This is very important. And then we have another book flip at 26 cents. This is what keeps me in the play. This is how I hold, right? And again, it's going to be different all the time. This type of trading mentality is way different than the scalp type of retail mindset, right? You'll never catch me buying initiations or slapping up here ever again. Okay, I miss the play. I miss it. Mikey needs to get better at understanding front side earlier soaks versus trading this pretty high. Okay. Uh, hmm. This was a very key reclaim. I always like as a long, right? I like to look for pullbacks. I want things to pull back. I don't like the up only. We know what happens to up only, right? I'll drop examples of up onlys after this video, right? I don't like that. I want to see a pullback. I want to see if it has strength still, or if there's still any bid support on the book that's being utilized to follow up and start help drive price action to a little bit bigger targets, right? Okay. This was re-ads for me at 26 cents. Let's look at this. All right. This was your 26-cent pullback. I want to go on the one. Okay. This is our 26-cent pullback, guys. This is very important. Why is it important? Because this is where the daily gap was. So not only did it fill it, but it gave one more opportunity. If you missed all this, right? Who's playing this? You're not going to really be able to play this without the book. Okay. I used to look at this and be like, how do you trade this and just keep adding? And well, you can't do it blindly, right? This gave one more opportunity on the front side, right? But look at the volume. It's starting to dry up, okay? Now, as this thing starts to break out, right? I talk about average volume in my room. It's very important, okay? I see a lot of people disregard this, okay? Try to find out where average volume is. And when things start testing key levels, you kind of want to see this big volume, in my opinion, right? And then what happens if we start to see a curl and price action starts to tighten and then there's no more follow through? That's also very important to see, hey, this is a lot of volume starting to pump up. This is average normal volume. What is going on? All right, so boom. That's also very important. And then what's really more important is the book. Okay. So let's real quick, right? Again, this is that 26 consolidation, 26 cents consolidation. This was a great area to see if it was going to support based off the type of daily, right? If you don't know how to trade window gap plays, then you're going to be behind on that one too. It's a specific type of daily, and how it's traded is very important. All right, how it opens up, how it actually starts to travel into that gap fill, and what kind of support is being used, right? MNTS was a phenomenal one. It's one that gapped over that pre-market. It pulled back, sustained the open gap at open, and then it ripped and filled a bigger gap. All right. There's other names to verify this kind of thing, right? It's kind of like with J Rut with his shorts. He's like, I'll show you what this stock can potentially do, and he has like a whole entire book on it, right? Himself, phenomenal. Okay, all right. Um, what's even more important, guys, is once you start seeing the front side being utilized, right, for a certain reason, okay. Once backside enters, it's very important to understand that there is no more liquidity trying to hold these moves up. Okay. Even when this thing makes a second attempt up here, okay, there's no bid follow through. There's a little bit of spoofs, okay. You want to actually spread this to actually see what's going on. So even though there's bidders here, it's thinner, right? They throw a spoof up. Price action comes, it gets pulled. They don't want to get filled there, whether it's the algo or the market makers or whatever it is, okay. It's important to understand liquidity moreover than whatever patterns that you're trying to trade. Really, it's really important. Okay, backside. All right, it's very important to see if any support is being utilized to sustain any bounce or further price action that helps the stock move forward or higher. Right, and guys, for the short side too, you just gotta flip the script. All right, all right. There's no difference. Okay. Yeah, yeah, there's some support here. Okay, again, these might be some level 2 quads on the level 2. You might want to get a little bounce. But then again, look when it comes back, it chews right through it. All right. And where did this puppy end right now? Yeah. Okay. I only play frontside moves now. I won't entertain any of this kind of stuff. Right, guys? That was my breakdown on Nvve. All right. Super important to understand structure. The daily. Okay. If you guys don't know how to break these down, then you need to start studying them and break them down, right? There's going to be plays all the time that have the same look. A look. Okay? I'm going to go over this one next. They might have this look. Pulls back. Okay? Be super mindful of the structure and then where it's opening up on the daily and how it's trading. After hour and pre-market structure is super important because it will not show up on your daily right here. All right. If you switch over to the 4-hour real quick before I end this one, you got to pay attention to this because if they are running stocks up more pre-market or after hours and then they are just fading open market, well, you need to start breaking down your charts better. All right. Much love. Peace out. Mikey.